Alright, let's break this one down, because it's a perfect example of how a single sentence can send shockwaves through tennis history, even when nobody meant any harm. So rewind to the 2020 French Open final, Djokovic versus Nadal. Part 56 of their legendary saga. Before the match, Novak drops a pretty bold line. I think our head-to-head is the biggest head-to-head ever in the history of the sport. And look, if anyone has the resume to say something like that, it's Novak Djokovic. His rivalry with Rafa is insane. Multiple surfaces, countless finals, decade and a half of battles. Most players don't even have careers that long. But when Chris Evert heard that quote, she had to step in, not angrily, not personally, but because, in her mind, there was a very important detail missing. And here's the thing, she wasn't trying to dunk on Djokovic, and she made that super clear. Evert said, "Trust me, I'm not on a vendetta against Novak. I'm horrified he might even think that." Her issue wasn't with the rivalry. She agreed, Djokovic-Nadal is epic. Her issue was with the phrase, "in the history of the sport." Because if you zoom out to all tennis, not just ATP tennis, there's a rivalry that's even bigger. Evert versus Navratilova. These two didn't just battle. They practically defined tennis for 16 straight years. 80 total matches. That's 24 more than they'd up. 60 finals, yes. Finals. 60. 22 Grand Slam meetings. Navratilova leads 4-3-37. It's basically the rivalry blueprint. If Djokovic wants to call Nadal Djokovic the greatest rivalry in men's tennis, go for it. Just don't forget the women who were doing it first, doing it longer, and doing it at the absolute peak of the sport. And she didn't stop there. She even brought up Steffi Graf's Golden Slam, winning all 4 majors and Olympic gold in 1988. Not even Roger, Rafa, or Novak have pulled that off. It's one of the craziest achievements in sports history, yet it barely gets talked about. So really, this wasn't Evert coming after Djokovic. Nothing dramatic, no shade, no hidden agenda. It was simply a tennis legend, reminding everyone that if we're going to talk about history, then we should talk about all of it, not just the men's chapters. And honestly, she's right.